Hi, I'm Harry Williams, author of The Box of Worlds. The Box of Worlds is about a boy who is cursed to carry a witch's box to the edge of time to stop the rise of an evil god. It's a children's book aimed at children 9 and up, but it is a book that I think anyone into the horror, science fiction, and fantasy genres will enjoy. And I thought I'd read you a bit of the first chapter. Chapter 1, 13 Briary Place. Why does Mum bother to feed the witch, I wonder, as I climb the steep country lane to 13 Briary Place. From this high, the village of Motton is like a bright star against the black night, a refuge from the clutches of the witch. At points, it's like I never reach the summit, until the mossy tiles of the witch's house emerge like a towering phantom in the silver moonlight. Summoning my courage, I zip through the overgrown lawn, shiver up the creaking steps, and come to a halt on the vine-tangled porch. Steadying myself with a breath, I knock on the old scratched door. A moment passes, then footsteps approach. The spiderweb doorknob twists, and the door pulls open, revealing Mum, annoyed. "You're late," she says, arms folded. Bear with me. Biggest queue in the world, I say, unzipping my rucksack and pulling out a big bottle of milk. Mum's eyes light up, taking it. "Ah, thank you." Stepping inside, I hang my rucksack and coat on the tall coat stand, then follow Mum down the tight entrance hall. As always, 2 photographs on the wall catch my attention. One is of a girl in a field, wearing a cloak, and the other is of a group of young adults, wearing suits and ball gowns. I try and search for the witch in their faces, but I can't find her. Mum stops at the closed kitchen door and whispers, "Jacob, Miss O'Brien's off today. Real off. Just be patient with her." I nod. She opens the door and leads the way through a clutter of ornaments, stacks of newspapers, jewellery, and a load of pans dangling over the island. There are leather-bound books sprawled all over the counters and even found in the fridge. I've tried to make sense of the titles before, but they're written in a weird language even Mum's never seen before. I don't take my eyes off the witch's shadowy profile in the glow of the crackling fireplace as I step through the arch into the living room. Goosebumps prickle the back of my neck the closer I get to her, managing to say, "Hello, Miss O'Brien." "Good evening, Master Roth," she croaks. "You know it's impolite not to look at the person you're talking to." With a gulp, I face her. Sure, what makes her so horrible has nothing to do with her heavy wrinkles, lack of hair, or how her nose bends too far to the left. It's not the loose skin around her too thin neck. Neither is it her bony, mole-covered hands. It's who she is. "Your dinner, Miss O'Brien," Mum says, carrying a tray of beans on toast. The witch scowls at Mum, but Mum smiles back and says, "Hungry, aren't you?" "Famished," croaks the witch. Mum sets the tray on the witch's lap, then returns to the kitchen to finish my dinner. What little appetite I had is gone, left to watch the witch inspect her food like it's poisonous. "Pull up a chair, Jay," Mum calls, as I hear her scrape the last of the beans out of the jug. I can't answer, watching the witch hold a wrinkly hand over the plate and whisper, "Eva Windes." Her beans vanish. I feel sick, terrified she might make me disappear. "Jacob," Mum snaps, stomping inside with my dinner tray, "pull up a chair." Dragging my feet to the lonely wicker chair in the corner, I set it as far from the witch as is polite and sit. "Better," Mum says sternly, placing the tray on my lap. "You must be hungry, Miss O'Brien." The witch smiles thinly. Once Mum returns to the kitchen, the witch looks me dead in the eye and parts her lips into a big, nasty sneer, revealing her slick, bean juice smothered teeth. I shudder, wondering how the beans got there. She whistles, and a crow lands on the outer window ledge near the fireplace. Holding a hand out to it, she hisses, "Off it." The latch releases, and the window slides open. The crow hops inside, curls its talons around the inner ledge, and peers about. It focuses a sharp, black eye on Mum, waits for her back to be turned, then takes flight. Soaring, doing a loop-the-loop, the crow arcs back around and dives to the witch's plate. Numbing a piece of toast, it shoots back out the window. Gone to the pitch black night. Mum enters, asking, "Finished, Miss O'Brien?" The witch smiles up at Mum, showing cracked yellow teeth. "Stuffed." "Jacob, do you want Miss O'Brien's last piece of toast?" Mum asks, retrieving the witch's tray. I shake my head. "You've not touched yours," Mum grumbles. "It'll go cold if you don't eat up. What's he like, hey, Miss O'Brien?" "Kids," says the witch. Mum giggles, bites a chunk out of it, and is about to return to the kitchen, but stops to close the window. "This latch needs looking at. I could give it a go." Mum breaks off, studying it. But there's nothing I see wrong with it. "Maybe a professional would be best." "It's only the cold," says the witch, "and my legs work well enough to close windows." Mum nods politely and heads back into the kitchen. I sit in disbelief, amazed Mum didn't hear the wickedness in the way the witch said kids. Convinced she might make my food disappear, I wolf it down, despite every bite I swallow, trying to climb back up. So that was actually the whole first chapter. Got a bit carried away. I hope you enjoyed it. And if there's something you're interested in, The Box of Worlds is available on Amazon and Kindle Unlimited as paperback and ebook. I found if you are looking for it, you can either go through my website, harrywilliamsbooks.co.uk, or what I did find is that if you type in The Box of Worlds and then my name, Harry Williams, afterwards, and then it'll come up. It doesn't, because it isn't coming up as just like The Box of Worlds. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for your time. Take care.